What's up, guys? Carlos, you might come in for this video, and your mouth is full of shit, whatever the fuck you're eating. But so I want to talk, and Carlos is going to join me in this video because he has a pretty good strategy. Because he was able to sell $15,000, and he's not half naked today, but he was able to sell $15,000 in 2 weeks drop shipping on eBay. So, and you have no clue what I'm going to talk about in this video.
No.
So I want to talk about the importance of having a strategy with drop shipping on eBay. And the reason why I say that is because, let me explain. So I'm not saying, I personally think my strategy is best, and fuck all y'all who don't think so. But there are many different strategies. There's sniping, as I do, systematically making a list of sellers and sniping them. There's what Becky does, where she optimizes listings. She has pretty good margins. There's what Jack does with bulk listing. He does not have good margins and doesn't make any money. What other strategies are there? Any other strategies? There's some people who just randomly list.
Cashback people? Super small margins only for...
Right, so there's some people that list items with very small margins and go for cashback or use very high discounted gift cards to compete. And that's generally the different strategies available in eBay dropshipping, right? Now, I asked Carlos to come in this video because... why is the shit blinking? It's still recording? I think it is.
Yeah, it's recording.
Yeah, I have no clue why there's something blinking on the fucking screen. Yeah, so you guys are gonna hear Nelson talking, but that's because he's behind the camera. Nelson, just come and show your face really quick because I just heard you talk. Just walk around, just fucking walk around, say hi and leave. Right. So first I want to talk about the importance of having a strategy, and then Carlos could go into detail about what his strategy was. So the reason why it is important to have a strategy in eBay dropshipping, what I think is the main reason,
systematic.
There needs to be a systematic way of what you're going to do on a daily basis, right? For a number of reasons. You don't want to wake up every day and try to figure out what do I do today, right? You don't want to so that's the one reason. You want to know that I wake up today, I need to do this, and just keep going. And part of that strategy should include why you have a competitive advantage, right? Other than pricing, other than fucking optimization, what it is that gives you that competitive advantage, that although you do this thing every single day, it turns into sales. Now, my competitive advantage is that I use software and I use DSGenie, so I use software called DSGenie to undercut and list as quickly as possible. And the reason why I could teach you guys to do the same thing, and the reason why you all can't compete with me at the end of the day, is for you guys who are not in DSGenie. You could use the same strategy and make some money, but you would not make as much as I do if you don't have that competitive advantage with speed, right? So I know I'm rambling a bit, but your strategy should have that competitive advantage built into it. And so one of the reasons, as we said, you should have a strategy is so you'll know what you're doing every day. That's why I had, with the free training, which is in the description, I had like an action plan, so you know what you're doing on a daily basis. But I think what is more importantly of why you should have a strategy is that eBay dropshipping, like business, is a fucking emotional roller coaster. Like, sales are gonna go up and down. Like, I was looking at my traffic on eBay UK, and the traffic went down a bit the past 2 days, and I have to go in and try to figure out why. But you don't want to allow the decrease in sales or the decrease in traffic or increase in okay, guys, I was just talking about the main importance of having a system when dropshipping on eBay. So, like any other business, dropshipping on eBay is going to be a roller coaster. You're going to feel mentally fucked a lot of the times. Where your sales, your traffic are going to go up and down. And a lot of the times you're not going to figure out why a lot of this is happening. And because things are changing, and I know like a lot of people have the fear of losing their business. It took me like maybe 2.5 years. And I was selling consistently. But every time sales dropped, I would be like, what the fuck? I might never drop ship on eBay again. I might make enough money, blah, 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 blah. So the main importance, I personally, in my opinion, of having a system is that when you go through these mental roller coasters, you don't react emotionally, you react systematically. Because I myself have had situations where sales will go down, I'll be like, fuck it, let me just try to list random items that sold once, let me try to list items that are cheap or expensive or whatever. You start making these decisions that are based on a lot of emotions and not about what works, and not about systematically doing what works over and over and over and over and over.
One thing, for example, if you know that what you're doing will work, like if you have proof that what you're doing has worked in the past,
yeah,
you shouldn't be as scared of changing your strategy. I mean, if you know what you're doing, right? If you're testing the waters with this method and that method, well, yeah, you should be afraid.
Yeah.
But if you have a systematic way that has worked, just keep doing it and don't lose yourself with other ideas, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's, I could liken this to poker. Maybe some of you guys don't play poker, right? Like,
exactly.
It's like, I play poker. I used to play poker a lot. I've lived on playing poker. I used to fly to Panama just to play poker, right? And I will sit down and just wait for certain hands. And I know I need to be in the right position on the table. I need to have the certain hand. And it's not going to work 100% of the time. But once I keep that process that is winning, in the long term, I'm going to win. So I know that if I have aces, I can play at any point of the table. If I have like 5, 6 of hearts, I should be in like a very late position and not raise or not call a raise. And there are a number of certain
strategies. Is this poker class or?
No. But there's a number of certain strategies that I know work systematically.
Yeah.
And poker could be tiring because I could sit down for like 10 hours at a time and only play like 12 hands in 10 hours. So like one hand in an hour, right? That's a really bad day. But I'm just saying all of that to say that once you tested a strategy that works, stick to that strategy and just milk it as much as possible until you know that it doesn't work, until you have some kind of logical reason for it not working.
Just to tell something about strategies, right? Because people...
Like, I want you to go into how systematic and ridiculous you were about your strategy to get to what you sold.
Okay, so do I tell about different strategies that I know work first to give people an idea, or just go...
Well, you can do whatever you want, but you can tell that and then go into exactly what you did.
I like to tell people the way I do or the way you explain is not the only way, because they're watching the YouTube channel and they will be like, oh, they just want to sell us their software,
right.
Your software, their method they use.
Yeah.
They just want us to believe what they're saying.
Yeah.
But I just don't like that.
Yeah.
There's a Home Depot guy, a super big guy. He profits around 20K a month, right? Only Home Depot. He specializes on Home Depot.
Right.
Now we have a Mexican guy that I know personally. He uses the Overstock as a main supplier, and he has that shit narrowed down. Like, he used to do other suppliers, right? But then he find his niche, he understood, and keeps playing with that, right? Then
right, let me just bring one thing about this Overstock. So I don't know, I personally don't use Overstock a lot, but I remember a couple of years ago, Overstock used to give you like 10% discount on your first order. So what some Overstock dropshippers would do is that they'll clean their cookies, change their IP address, and open a new email for every fucking order from Overstock, and then use gift cards to place those orders, right? And if you're an Overstock specialist, if all you do is find that competitive advantage in Overstock, and that was your competitive advantage, then although it to other motherfuckers it'll seem like a lot of work, you know that you are willing to put in that extra work and abuse that competitive advantage, and just keep abusing it. But yeah, go ahead.
There's also, for example, Latin American people that are doing drop shipping, they cannot buy Walmart, Home Depot, Overstock. So they use only PayPal, only suppliers, right? That's not the best competitive advantage,
right?
But it's what you have, so that's the strategy you need to stick on, right? There's people that only use Walmart and blah, blah, blah. Okay, we get the idea. Different strategies.
Yeah.
So now, what did I do? What was my competitive advantage? Okay, so first of all, I started seeing how to get cashback, how to get gift cards, how to get tax exempt, or all that shit. So, oh, this is a competitive advantage. Oh, that one's too. Which ones can I get? So, at the time, I've said this multiple times. Okay, first of all, I was using DS Genie, right? So that was by itself a competitive advantage.
Right.
But I wasn't getting cashback or gift cards or tax exemption or anything like that. But and I was okay. So, but then Walmart fulfillment from DSGenie comes, and I have gift cards, I have tax exemption, and I'm charging sales tax. So that's 3 things right now that I can exploit and get a competitive advantage on Walmart. So I take those numbers into account, I make my calculations, and eventually I say, okay, this is how I will profit on an item. I need to beat the competition, and with those competitive advantages, not even without cashback, right?
But yeah, because you weren't using cashback.
Yeah, I was destroying everyone, every single person that there was.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so any item I find from Walmart, I win. So I just go Walmart. If I find a nice Amazon, Sears, Kmart item or whatever, I list it, of course. If it's free, I'll take it, right?
Yeah.
But my main core solid advantage is on Walmart, and yeah, right now I have the same tools now.
Right.
Because
right.
I partner with someone and I'm listing.
Yeah.
The person has tax exemption on Amazon and fucking Walmart. It's double.
Oh fuck.
So yeah, I'm like.
And you get the Amazon discounted cards.
Dude.
And
yeah, the Amazon gift cards that you're offering, fucking sweet. But dude, I'm systematically listing an item like in 3 minutes because I don't even, if it's Walmart or Amazon, I don't even have to see.
Yeah, you don't have to think about it.
I'm winning.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can list like 10 items in 30 minutes, 15 items in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just know where to click now. I don't have to think on how to find an item. It's way too easy. With DSGenie, I get like 15 items, so I know I will list those items, boom, 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 systematically. I'm beating their price, and that's it.
Like for instance, I'll give you one kind of like heads up or one kind of like advantage in when dropshipping in eBay UK, right? Now, if you are based in the UK and you're dropshipping in eBay UK, actually, should I talk about this or should I do that? No, I'll do that in a different video. Fuck y'all. So I'll do that in a completely different video. But yeah, guys, having a systematic way to dropship is very important, but you need to know that way works, because you don't want to be using a system that just doesn't work, because then you'll just be fucking doing shit every day and not making any money.
People that like to be innovators and all that, maybe they can do it, but it's unlikely, right? There's so much already proven, so many courses that things that work. Some courses are shit and they don't work. Yeah. But I mean, there's already methods that work. So.
Exactly. So once you have the evidence that it works and you have the history and data, it's just about systematically using the exploits that you have and making money.
That's it.
All right, guys. Again, trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. Look in the description for free training, free mastermind group, and free $100 weekly giveaway. Subscribe to my fucking channel. You're not going to lose your fingernail. You're going to lose your little finger if you don't subscribe. Because the YouTube gods know that I deserve to be at 10,000 subscribers. And if you motherfuckers don't subscribe, you are hindering me or slowing down the process of me getting to 10,000
Hey, I'm almost on 900 subscribers, so subscribe to mine, please.
I'll put a link to, if you speak Spanish, I'll put a link to Carlos's channel.
Se habla español.
Love you guys. Later.